National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on E! Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And see, some compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to call a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Hands it off out of the gun. They'll get through as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and one is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 45 on second down, Mahomes, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's going to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in first snap, he locked in on his target, and he was coming quite well, and then it's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Mahomes to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. will very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Tannehill. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. On the return, it's Tony. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there. What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, a 5-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a 400 steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Taken down at the 42. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw went a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
This first half is now gone so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes finding Gray on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. (17-0) our score after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. And they use that height on the outside to give the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that drive will total 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 44, Tannehill. That one caught downfield. It's Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 24, Tannehill. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of him. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Tannehill on first down. Being chased out left. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line. Two on the keeper, but becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew who that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Titans get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Off for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out come the Titans now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it again with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Henry up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. In this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. On the move past the 40. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Running left, it's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Here's Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mahomes now on 1st down, finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now it's Mahomes again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. His favorite target, Travis Kelce.
Now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The two good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Tannehill. Now he's forced out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 4 yards on the pickup as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and 11 situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they made it back to 3rd and manageable with 8 round.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not true dead. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So then a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Caught by Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Tannehill finding Woods for the Titans' first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing the 3rd and 12.
Well, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I think right from the first snap, I think they're on to something there in this passing game. They just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill.
And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Taylor Lewan, the former first-rounder from Michigan, flag there. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Only a yard on the pickup there to bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we play an offense for their variety and being able to hit people in the running. And in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They're all over the field. They'll have to throw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe it said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal.
Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Bullock's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A give to Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
111 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
2nd down and 7.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second down, McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Caught Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal from 28 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So maybe not a knockout blow, though. I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to saw your own way in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Titans getting set to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And the Titans first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. To throw is Tannehill.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete.
They say we thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now they send him back to the drawing board.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
KC's offense ready to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have the Chiefs 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. You could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, and they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A first down carry for Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 41, Tannehill. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man-winning coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 39, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go draw play to McKinnon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mike Burton punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football, he does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. Well, he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on the squad, but still, some powerful yards on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll run for it with Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, Doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to keep this himself.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point by Booker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And a lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were. How about the day those defenders had? How many takeaways did they have? I think counting it after a while, they were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Niners and the Vikings, and it comes your way next.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
Lance going to put it up right away. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first down, Lance. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And Lance again going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And Lance now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there to bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run and then execute it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave them the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Play action now. Cousins. Rolling to his right.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
11 yards there, just like last play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. But he's brought down in the run zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, it's Cook again.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is going to be 49er football.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Again, it's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now.
Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. But it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They made some nice plays and give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will make it 6-0.
Well, good start for him in this one here, the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kicks are away. Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the ball. Make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep, Ray McLeod.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
He's got room at the 30.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Lance looking to throw it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There's a Darius Smith there, getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield. So they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
The kick by Gold is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and gap what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
1st down, San Francisco.
Let's put this thing, man. We gotta do this. Let's rise and jump.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
From the gun on third down, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Cousins. Eluding. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here's McLeod on the return.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
93 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Throwing now is Lance.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And out now come the Vikings. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, what a move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. It's a room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 63 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that trims the lead down to 9.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Now Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
From midfield, here's Lance. Dancing to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lance going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Lance again.
Flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. But not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down, here's Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Here's Cousins. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down throw for Cousins.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown 49ers. Gold to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And a big reason why they have this big lead, the running game. They're over 100 yards as a team, and it's been the catalyst for this offense. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too have had a lot of success running the football, as both of these teams have really used their offensive lines to great advantage.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins to throw it. Open man is Thielen is complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Osborne. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made to the back of 5.
My old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Cousins. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. Sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen coming out to report like they're untouchable, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Lance to throw it. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup and a 49er first down.
They'll go option to the short side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.